Hi Cancer, it's your honest homegirl Kszáɪ, and this is your Moon Day reading because Mondays are ruled by the moon and that's what you're ruled by. So let's see what's going on with you guys. I figured I start doing your readings again on a weekly basis because I feel like there's some messages that have to come to you guys. Now, when I went and decided to do your messages, and I had to get whatever you call this little stand to hold up my phone, I found this little feather here. So you guys may want to Google the meaning of this type of feather, okay? It may be symbolic to someone, all right? But let's see what you're holding on to. Let's get back to the shadow work readings because we have work to do even when we are celebrating, right? The work never stops. So Divine Spirit, what are my Cancers holding on to that no longer serves them? Because it seems like you guys are actually putting in the work. You guys may have been entertaining things that weren't for you and you're turning your back on it now. So that's a great thing, right? And you're focusing more on who loves you. You may have been, especially my divine masculine Cancers, you guys have probably dealt with entertaining things that, you know, weren't for you. They weren't, you know, for your highest good. Their intentions weren't pure. The people that you were dealing with, the things that you were entertaining, and you're finally turning your back on it and you're focusing on love of self, especially my male Cancers, okay? Your focus is on love of self, okay? For some of my Cancer women, your focus is on loving this divine masculine that has come into your life after entertaining people that basically, I don't want to sit there and talk bad on people, but the people that were playing games with you, right? Some of you may even be questioning if this divine masculine is for you. Some of you are questioning if this is selfish for you to think about yourself. And no, it's not. Okay, be open to the unknown. All right, I feel like a lot of my Cancer women, because you're starting to turn your back on these things or needing to turn your back on these things, that's what's going to allow you to bring in true love. If you keep, you know, entertaining things that you know are no good for you, you're going to continue getting the same results. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be going through this transformation. So the things that no longer serve you is short and simple. Anything that's not aligned with you, anything that causes you anxiety, anything that's causing you stress, anything that's causing chaos in your life, anything that's making you feel unsure and uncertain about yourself, anything that doesn't feel good right now, you guys are not entertaining it anymore, or you need to not entertain these things anymore so that you can focus on self-love, focus on working on yourself, focus on bringing in the right love, because that's where the real transformation happens. That's when the real change happens. Like, people don't realize there's a difference between change and transformation. Change, you could change anything. Every day your moods change, your emotions change, right? But when it comes to true transformation, it's you actually taking the initiative to do things differently, right? And being aware that you're doing things differently. You know certain bad habits you shouldn't have. You're transforming out of the energy of these third-party situations where people are meddling in your business and trying to get in your head and make you change the dynamic of your relationship. So this could be physically third-party situations where you just have extra parties in your relationships, or you're dealing with multiple people, but you're looking for a soulmate, you're looking for a husband, you're looking for a wife, but you're gonna have to narrow down these people, right? That's where the real change happens, when you decide to commit yourself to one person, when you decide to commit yourself to yourself, when you decide to commit to your own thinking versus everyone else's thinking and what they may say or what they may feel. It doesn't matter, okay? So what you need to let go of and what no longer serves you is what other people think of you, because it's none of your business. It's time for you to make decisions and commit yourself to one person if that's what you're looking for, Okay. For others of you, this is just you feeling good about yourself and not allowing others to dictate or validate who you are as an individual. It's you allowing yourself to let go of all the things that weighed you down and you starting to stand in your power. Okay. So now that we looked at, I need to pull another thing for some other Cancers. What are they holding on to that no longer serves them, Spirit? You have these ideas in your head, okay? A lot of you, these ideas could be beneficial to you, and for some of you, it could be detrimental. But right now, Spirit really wants you to get out of your head, okay? You get in your head a lot when you get into your feelings, and today may be one of those days. So take today to not think, you know. It's kind of hard not to think when you have stresses of life, but try to just go outside in nature today. Just be with yourself. Give yourself at least an hour to just do something for you and nothing else, okay? Some of you, there's an idea that you have pertaining to a younger female, possibly a teenager. If this is your teenager or your younger sister or something like that, I feel like you question this person, especially if they are a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You question them. You're unsure of this person. You feel like this person is playing games with you. Sorry, guys. Family always need you, right, Cancer? Family always needs you. But this could even be like a sister or something like that, and this person may be playing games with you. But I feel like as far as like energy that no longer serves you, if you feel like someone is playing games with you, maybe you need to just step back for a little bit. Go within. Figure out your own emotions. Because just because you may feel something and just because you may think something doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. A lot of times you guys get caught up in your emotions so much that you change the reality of what things really are, you know, and that may not be the case. So step back for today, okay? If you feel like people are playing games, step back from them for a little while. Breathe for a little bit. Figure out your own energies, because sometimes your own energies could make you believe something, like I said, is not true. And that's why you're doubting them, because you doubt yourself. Okay? You have to remember the people that you deal with on a daily basis are reflections of you. So what you may not like within someone, you need to go look in the mirror and check yourself, right? So let's see what you need to focus on. What is something that Cancer could focus on? I don't like that shuffle. What can Cancer focus on? Maybe some of you guys, you need to work on your throat chakra. Okay, singing. Okay, focus on happiness, focus on joy, focus on going out there in nature and getting some sun rays. You know, I recommend sun gazing early in the morning when the sun is rising versus it being at its peak. So try to get you some sun today. Go out in the park. Do some childlike things. Okay, things that you enjoyed, some hobbies that you used to enjoy. Anything that brings you happiness, that's what you could focus on today, okay? A lot of you guys will be focusing on your stability, your security, your family, okay? Doing something with your family, doing something with your children. I feel like a family outing would be great today, okay? If you can make that happen. Yeah, there's going to be, because I feel like family has disappointed some of you. I feel like family has put a lot of stress on your back. I feel like just the dynamic of family has been something that has been stressing you out. Now, you have to remember when I was talking about before the things that you need to let go of, and how your emotions can make you think or believe something that's not really what's going on. And you may think it's the family that's stressing you out. You may think it's the responsibilities that's stressing you out, but really it's you stressing yourself out because of your own thoughts. Now, if you fed yourself the positivity and kept feeding and speaking life into a family dynamic, guess what happens? Those things, those negative things that you were thinking about, they change. The dynamic of the family changes. When your thought process on the people that you deal with on a daily basis change, when you breathe life into people, that's what you get back. You get life from them. You breathe death into them, you're going to get nothing but death back from them. And it's like Spirit wants you really to focus on your own energies, going within, because how you feel inside, it affects your partnerships. It affects your relationships. It affects your business partnerships. It affects your dynamic with your children and your spouses and your sisters and your brothers and your friends. So you have to be very mindful of what is going on within you, Cancer, because that's what's being reflected back to you. That's what you're pushing out into the world. And Spirit's like, okay, that's what you want. Well, I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to show it to you through your friends. I'm going to show it to you through your family. I'm going to show it to you through your lovers. So if you want to see change, you have to be that change, right? And the only way you can change is going within versus always asking advice from other people. Sometimes you need to just have that quick conversation with God. And for some of you, that's what you may need to do today, which is go out in nature and have that conversation with God. Have that connection with God. You need answers. All those answers are within you. You don't need anybody else to sit there and tell you what you need to do and how you need to change, because you already know that. You're just in denial about it. But let's get a positive affirmation card for you, Cancer, and I'm going to let you guys go. Divine Spirit, what's a positive affirmation for Cancer placements? We have get centered. So it says, when it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to my center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of a, and then it says put favorite animal, holding a magical item, floating through space on a piece of furniture. So let's read it again with filling in the blanks. When it gets too much when it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and return to my center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of a elephant, holding a magical wand, floating through space on a magic carpet. Okay, so that's your positive affirmation card for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the message. I love you guys with all my heart. I love you guys for free. Don't forget to follow me, and you guys will be able to see more of this. Mwah.